All right, today we had to do rotations, but we were doing rotations that were not at the origin. So what you have to do for those, if you have to manipulate these points so that your center is at the origin. And I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, so for question 1, example 1, it says rotate A, which is at 3, 4, 90 degrees clockwise around point -1, 2. So the first thing you have to do, you have to figure out, what the rule is for rotating 90 degrees clockwise. Okay? And then plot your pre-image point. Your pre-image is at 3, 4. Your center is at -1, 2. Okay? For a 90 degrees clockwise rotation, they're going to switch spots, and then your x is going to be negative. Okay? X and y switch spots, and you change the sign of your x. All right? So we want to make that center 0, 0. The center is at, we're rotating around -1, 2. So in order to make that negative, you want to cancel those numbers out, essentially. So you're going to add 1, and you're going to subtract 2. That will bring you to the center at 0, 0. So what you did to your center, you have to now do to your pre-image point. You have to add 1 and subtract 2. If you add 1 to 3, you get 4. If you subtract 2 from 4, you get 2. Okay, so our pre-image now becomes 4, 2. And then the center is now 0, 0. We can most definitely apply the rule and rotate around the origin now. So what we have to do now is apply the rule, switch spots, x and y switch spots, and the x is now negative. Okay. So if you switch spots and make the x negative, that's going to be 2, -4. Right? So in order to find where your image is, you have to go back and do the opposite of what we did here, where we added 1 and we subtracted 2. We're going to subtract 1 and add 2 to our points. So 2 minus 1 is 1. -4 plus 2 is -2. So your answer is 1, -2. I'm going to do one more example. Okay, so for this next example, we are rotating the point -5, 3, 90 degrees counterclockwise around point 3, 1. So the rule for 90 degrees counterclockwise is you switch spots and then you change the sign on the y. Okay, so your pre-image point is at -5, 3. You're rotating around the point 3, 1. Okay, so we want to cancel those numbers out. We want to make the center 0, 0. So you're going to subtract 3 and subtract 1. That's going to give you your center now is at 0, 0. So what you did to your center point, you have to do to your pre-image point. Subtract 3 from -5, subtract 1 from 3. -5 minus 3 is -8. And then 3 minus 1 is 2. Now you can go back and apply your rule because your center is now at 0, 0 because you subtracted the other one out. All right, so our rule says we switch spots and we change the sign on the y. Okay, so if we switch spots, that's going to be, and we change the sign, that's going to be -2, -8. And now you have to just do the opposite of what you did to their center and pre-image. We subtracted 3, we subtracted 1. You're going to go back and you're going to add 3 and you're going to add 1. So -2 plus 3 is going to be 1. -8 plus 1 is going to be -7. And that is your answer. I hope this helped. This was just kind of a revisit of what we did today, but I wanted you to see this again because there are so many steps, and just hang in there. You got this.